You've done it. You clicked the video. You are well on your way to fixing your problems with your horrible garbage Snap stories. You are ready to take your Snapchat story and ascend it to another level above everyone you know and everyone you love. You're going to leave them behind. You're going to leave them in the dust. You'll murder them if need be. By clicking on this video, you have shown that you are ready to learn, you are ready to improve, and you're going to make the perfect Snapchat story. God damn it. I am so proud of you. Alright, so morning's going in. You gotta be ready to hear some hard truths. I don't sugarcoat this kind of stuff. I'm gonna tell it like it is, and I'm gonna tell you that your Snapchat stories freaking suck. That's okay if they suck. It's not okay if they suck, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to fix your sins. I hope you're ready and willing to change, because I am ready and willing to change you. Come on. Starting off, keep your garbage brief. It needs to be short, it needs to be sweet, it needs to be easily digestible. In the old days of Snapchat, whenever you would record a video, there was the red ring that would slowly go around the circle. As soon as that red ring concluded, you were done. That was the end of your video. And it was glorious. Unfortunately, in the more recent updates of Snapchat, now that red ring can go around 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and it sucks! If you have to record yourself for more than 2 entire loops, then you're doing something wrong. Nobody's gonna wanna see that. They're gonna click right past it, and you're gonna have lost at least 3 friends in the process.
Hey guys, so today I thought I'd do an entire house tour because I think that'd be really interesting. I thought I'd do interesting because I think
How to delete a person.
The point of a story is to show what's going on in your life quickly and efficiently so you can move on to the next person. Now we'll get to what makes you stick out from the rest of your friends later, but for now, to stay out of the monotony, you've got to keep your garbage brief. The second rule is that animals are always fine. I would love to say that if it were true. Listen, animals are usually good. I mean 90% of the time. Dogs are great. They don't even have to be doing anything special. It helps if they are. If they're freaking doing something weird, put it on your story. I want to see that. But again, humanity always finds a way to take something beautiful and destroy it. If you're just following your dog around for a solid minute, your Snapchat story sucks. And if you want to just post pictures of your dog, don't do it all the time. If you do it all the time, then people will know exactly what your story is before they even look at it. That makes you predictable. That makes you weak. Rule number 3 is that something significant has to be happening. Or at the very least, something pleasant has to be happening. You can't just be sitting around with your friend and be like, is that significant, really? Now, if you're like outdoors and you're just like reading a book or something, even that is a bit iffy. If you're gonna put that on your story, it has to be really well composed. Make sure it's a well put together shot, like a little bit like an art piece. That can go on your story, and that's okay. Do not have a nothing story. I've seen so many nothing stories. Like I've had friends who've put on stories of them in traffic. If you are literally that bored, that sounds like your problem. Don't drag me down with you. Another nothing story that I see a lot is people taking pictures of or filming a movie they're watching. Why? Of course, I want to see a 3-second snippet from the middle of Mulan. I don't want to see a 3-second snippet from the middle of Mulan. Honestly, in terms of significance, it really doesn't have to be much. You just have to try a little bit. Just a little bit. With your story, you're just trying to share a chunk of your life. An example of something significant could be something like, if you're an artist or whatever, if you just finished a project and you're really proud of what you made, post it. I think that's fantastic. Just don't be all high and mighty about it, that you're some kind of prodigy. Just be modest and put it on your stories because you're proud of it. Number 4, don't take selfies. The only time that I've ever seen where selfies are okay is either when you're with like your family you haven't seen in a long time, or if you're showing off an outfit/costume, if it's Halloween or Comic-Con or something like that. That's very cool, and it's something that you worked hard on. That can go on your story. And your family, you love your family. It's a significant chunk of your life. That's okay too. Other than that, it's really conceited. That's a problem that I have with the internet as a whole. Everybody thinks they have to be super hot, and they'll use filters and editing software to get that image. It boosts egos for people who are naturally good looking, and it shuts down people who aren't. And it's really conceited. Oh my god, don't even get me started on the filters. Please, can we stop using filters? Maybe just in general. I feel like in general would be better. Like we just ban them. The technology that they had to create in order to make that work, where they analyze someone's face and they can do anything they want to it, is incredible. But what do we use it for? Cancer. 95% of all the filters are aimed at women because it'll cover up all their blemishes and it'll make their eyes really big and it'll make their lashes super thick. And that falls under the whole vanity thing. Also, why are there so many furry filters? Go to Snapchat right now. I guarantee there's at least 4, if not way more, where they'll give you ears and a little nose. I don't know what Snapchat's agenda is, but it's making me very uncomfortable. But you know what the greatest selfie sin is? Ab pics. If you have ever posted an ab pic, especially a bathroom ab pic, you're a douchebag and I hate you. I hate a lot of things though, so you're not even that special. As soon as you post one of those to your story, there's no redemption to you, enjoy hell. Finally, rule number 5. Do it for your audience. This applies to not just stories, but any sort of performance. So if you're in theater, or you're in choir, whatever it is that you're doing, any sort of performance, Snapchat stories count as a performance. And when doing a performance, the most important thing is to do it for your audience. It's not for you. It never has been. That's not what performance is. Performance is not for you. It's not for your moment in the spotlight. It's to put on a good show for the people watching you because they're the only reason that you matter. I've done theater ever since I was 6 years old, so I've seen it all. I've seen so many people come in expecting their moment in the spotlight. They get it, and they freaking blow it because they don't realize that it's not about them. It's about their audience. So they give a sucky performance anyway because they don't realize how far up their own butt they are. So when I see a story of somebody who just took a picture of their friend on the opposite side of their class and they put it on their story, what do I get out of that? I get to look at the back of your friend's head? That's just inconsiderate and rude. And you're not my friend anymore. Now I'm at -1 friends. I want to see something great, like a dog, or maybe a beautiful waterfall when you're on a hike, or maybe a funny idea that you had. That's not just you rambling at, say, a magazine. I know that sounds really specific, because it is. But it did happen to me one time, and it was awful. This stuff really pets my peeves. So, can you ignore my advice? Absolutely you can. All of your friends will roll their eyes as they skip over the 5 minutes of you in traffic, but hey, it's your story. Really, the only main point I wanted to make with this is that just don't be a douchebag. Most of these problems occur when people are just really into themselves and think that everything that they post is solid gold without giving it any thought whatsoever. But like I said before, you can improve. I believe in you. Not you. You get out of here. But you, yes.
Throw up?